Idol's BattleNet references Variant as the legionary species. No other data.
Maybe the encrypted data we stole has the answers you're looking for. I'm surprised none of our ghosts can hack it.
Things happen fast these days. A new threat pops up. Drifter calls you and asks you to be on his ship the next morning.
He had good reason to put a crew together and move quickly. A vision. I was called off my post and thrown into a rescue mission for a former criminal because Drifter had a vision.
Okay, so welcome back, and sorry about abruptly ending last time. I had a power blip, unfortunately, and so I can't believe it. Something always happens, man. Always on day one. It's either day one rating, an expansion drops, some bullshit ends up happening to mess everything up, and so I started everything off, and I played for another 3 hours after that power blip, thinking I was still recording, which, according to my screen, I still was, but I was not. So we missed quite a bit, so I'm going to end up just finishing in this mission, hopefully get as many cutscenes as will allow me to see again, because unfortunately you can't go back and play like a brand new campaign. Once you go through it once, unless you delete your character, you're pretty much effed, so I hate that about Destiny, but in any case, we'll go ahead and do that, and then I'll just loop back to the rest of what I recorded, that point I remembered on, or the point that I discovered I wasn't recording anymore onward. We didn't really miss that much. It was just about really, 3 hours, 3 or 4 hours, quite a lot. But basically, all we really missed was Drifter's Ghost introduction. The new social space, kind of browsing around there, looking at various things. A couple funny things happened, and we'll miss out on that. But in any case, and then it was my first time going into the new activity, I think, along with a small quest. So in reality, we didn't miss that much, but it still kind of pisses me off. So you'll probably notice I go from a Titan to a Warlock, and sorry about that. Warlock's my second character. So we'll finish out this, and then we'll go back to my main guy. Loud. I do need my sleeper. Welcome back.
This is a lot of risk to save one reckless criminal. We already have the Imperium's data. A criminal? You know he has not been such for some time, Anor. You claim to know his heart. But he stood for us on Kepler as he has many times. Maybe, but he didn't do the legwork on the data he stole. It's hard not to think it's a con, like it always is. Still, he has stayed between the lines these last few years. I'll give him the chance to explain himself.
Guardian, I sense him through the darkness. The Drifter. They have him in holding. His captor wields something familiar. An entropic stillness. Stasis? He has an unsettling, powerful connection to the darkness.
See if it'll work. Come on. That stings. Wow, we are unstoppable. Yep. It did a good job, though. It looks pretty sick. It's kind of funny how easy it was to kind of convert Destiny into Star Wars. But it probably shows you where a lot of their inspiration came from to begin with.
Guardian, I forgot to mention I had to route you through the garbage disposal. Sorry.
No. Wonder where they got this idea from, huh? All I need is a big foam pole.
Guardian, I'm sure it's feeling cramped in there, but Drifter's ghost is trying to help. Oh, glad you're okay, Guardian.
A lot of stuff. This is what I don't like about not having an upgrade path. Like, I get people don't want to do, you know, the grind to chase higher levels, but it's just, I mean, it's part of the game, right? Like, I know might be boring to some, but for me, it's always been just a part of why you play, you know? Like, if you have everything given to you at the beginning, you just burn through stuff that much quickly, like, that much more quickly, that much faster. Anyway, spectabilities too. I think it's already. That's
You're in the detention zone. Drifter's nearby.
Close enough to radio you. Hey, I'm up to my chin in stasis.
Are you all right?
Hearing you makes it so, Moonlight.
I've almost reached the tractor emitters. Get the drifter back to the ship and start the engines.
I thought I left the dredgings behind. This light bearer, his name's Bale.
a good one.
Dredging Bale. I don't know why they're showing me something I thought I buried. But I was right. The Nine ain't done with us.
Did you come for Dredging Hope? Or for me? The singularity of Kepler was to be the deliverance of the Outer Nine. Your clotted, spilled blood, denied our liberation. Know this false weapon. In every future, you are a jailer.
How? This is the soul of a celestial body. One of the 9.
Without an emissary.
They are speaking without the emissary.
Rested on fire. Let's see, any more? Do that later. Fire team ops. Plus. New bosses with special ammo pieces. Let's replace this. 3 pieces of new gear. 1, 2. I'm assuming it's still the flag stuff. Or the featured as they call it. Instead of carbonite, eh? We got some stasonite.
You've done well to find him, Guardian. My new throne may be able to assist us against the 9. Each slain Imperium soldier I shall attempt to tithe to a communion with the 9. Surely they will answer. Can you access that console, Guardian? Releasing the prisoners could be a boon to us.
My prisoners! Bravo!
Guardian. We're on a closed line. Ido isn't read in. If the Nine are behind this, we should give Lodi a call. This is beyond Praxic expertise. And yours.
If Lodi was unaware that a Nine uplifted a Dredgen, what information could he possibly have?
3 of the 9 is dead. Turmoil is brewing on Earth. The Drifter's vision is 9 in origin. And you refuse help.
The God of Vengeance doesn't need an emissary.
Wow, that was... I guess she had to take her eye bandana off because it got too tight. That's getting huge. Hey, nobody.
Down the tractor emitters now. Don't wait for me to take off if you're in danger. We've got the Drifter, and his ghost has the Imperium data. But, Guardian, we have bigger problems.
If the Nine are enabling this Dredgen Bale, we both know how catastrophic their influence can be. The rest of the city doesn't. Vanguard has decreed everything we learned on Kepler. The prophecy, all of it, remain classified.
We can't rely on official support. But the Drifter
Looks so cool.
was right to act on his vision. I can admit that.
Come on. Let's get you through. I guess I'll go fight.
just cleared out has an ejection system.
The pilots are coming out unscathed. Rectify that.
Pilots? It's crazy how big his ship really is. Uncivil discourse. Not a fan. That looks kind of neat though. Wow, there's some stats there. Stability, vent, range, impact. Quick draw. Collecting an auto pickup for overpower. Slightly. Reduces slightly more heat. What? Maybe it's because I just woke up and it's early. And I just don't understand. Collecting an elemental pickup or an orb of power reduces slightly more heat. Why not slightly reduces heat? Reduces slightly more heat. Alright, anyway, whatever. I have no idea. It just seems odd to me. That sounds good, but fine. Frenzy is always great. Cooling efficiency. Enhances heat generated. See, I still don't get these blasters yet. I've only messed with them for like 5 hours, I guess. That's why. But like, is heat generated a good thing? You'd think it wouldn't, right? Because that means you have to reload. But it seems here like plus 10 heat generated. Does that mean I'm getting more damage? Because to me, plus 10 vent speed is. Well, I mean, why would anybody want plus 10 heat generated unless it actually had something beneficial, right? So I'm assuming it means the hotter it gets, the more damage it puts out. But that's some handle. stunning a champion vents a large amount of heat. That sounds cool. Wow. That was cool too. Let's do that. Yeah, we'll give it a cool shader. That looks pretty good. Kind of has a Renegades theme going. Ooh, that's pretty spiffy. Not bad. That's the thing, man. There's so many freaking shaders. And like last season, I guess you can call it, last expansion, they came out with a lot of good ones. So like you can literally, ooh, that's good too. You can sit here for like an hour just looking through like shaders for one gun. Like I'm doing right now. All right, enough of this. Let's go.
Oh, damn. Lost a little skin there. Thanks for the save, hero. Thought I was gonna end up chilling drinks for the Imperium. Bale, hey, can you get my left leg? It's falling asleep in here. Okay, fine. You talk like the emissary talks. It can't be the 9, and that's why it has to be. No, I'm not gonna ditch you for him. Can't you have a little faith? Knock that off. Just tell Arnor to hurry up and disable that tractor beam so we can blow this fuel depot.
Get those engines running, hero, and I'll take us out of here. We don't want to be anywhere near that dredging. One of the 9. Bale's no emissary, but one of them's still wearing him like a suit.
Oh, where's your engine running switch? Come on, show the cutscenes.
What is that?
Dredging Bale.
Start the engines. Take off as soon as you can.
Belongs with us. It's in his nature. He has so much to teach.
He isn't the mentor you want. The Drifter left your cult long ago. I can tell you're new blood, untrained. Does Dredgenvale know you mock his name?
Not mockery. Continuity. I carry the mantle now. You're a Praxic warlock. You crave justice. Why die for a criminal?
The more you push to keep him, the more I'm inclined to resist. You follow in the footsteps of Guardian killers. Why do you hate your own kind so much?
No more questions.
As you wish.
Well. The MVP!
HB 30 to cover
So empty.
7's route.
Especially with that thing gone. I still don't understand that, like, kind of pees me off too. Like, in the beginning, like, the first week it was happening, like, I think it was it the weekend, right before the first week reset, like, I ended up getting what I thought was the highest score in the strike, you know, the qual. But, like, I forget exactly what the high score was. I don't remember exactly the numbers, but it was like, I don't know, 396, and then my group ended up getting 399 or something like that. It gave me 300 points just for like that one category. Actually, I think I have a screenshot of it somewhere. Let's see if it's around here. There it is. I don't know if it's showing up on the screen or not. It might not. It might only be doing the game. But yeah, I had maximum of 295 was my score. Before that, it was 293. So it gave me 300 points just for the Proving Ground strike. And like, I got, as you can see, kind of see behind there, 375 total. So I should have unlocked all of these at that instant, right? Right before the reset, somebody went in and got like 397. So it was just like, you know, just a few more points than we got. Must have beat the boss in like 10 less seconds or something. And that was the score, at least on my screen, what stayed the entire time. As soon as that happened, it dropped me down to like 50 points. So like I had to go back and redo all the other ones just to get a little bit higher score, just to get the stupid helmet thing, even though technically I already unlocked it. Like I don't get that. You'd think as soon as you unlocked it, if you had the highest score within something, or however that worked, that you would stay there, right? I mean, Especially since it held for like 3 days or 2 days.
Guardian, you know fully well this mission is not above board. I understand the Imperium is clearly a threat, but I cannot overemphasize that my hands are tied. After the witness, don't the people deserve a moment of peace? It is our privilege to carry the mantle of this threat. Let the people live their lives. I understand your conviction, and I wish I had the power to authorize engagement on my own. But I can't. When I was younger, in the Dark Age, I was taught a path forward is often cleared with unconventional methods. Those methods are tempered by structure and order. That is how we earned the City Age. It's what we try to preserve. My focus must remain on preventing extinction. I cannot look elsewhere. I won't look elsewhere. So long as nothing seizes my attention. I trust you'll comply, Guardian?
Thanks, Admiral Anderson. Think about it. That's another thing. The ships, like the shaders that you see in your inventory, they never look as good when you put them on and you actually see the ship flying around. Like, it looks, it's always worse. Looks like a wrinkly penis flying around. See, look at that. Doesn't that look cool? That's not what you got there. Finally got Guardians to actually use some of the new armor. Not just like, you know, generic Destiny 1 rifles in their hands and stuff. You just take my money? Hey. Actual markets. I think this was it. I don't know if you remember, but like in the last expansion, or last update, Hawthorne's ghost talked about being in some kind of play or production. And I think this is it right over here. Spotlight you got there, bro. kind of cool that they put that much work. Or that much work. I don't know how much work that actually was, but that they would put this into it. You know, like that's something probably like only 10% of the people even have heard. Wear pants. Do crimes. Purchase material. Purchase glimmer? 500 credits, I guess. Deadly looking. Alright, well, recording at 1440p definitely has way more space limitations. Or takes up way more space, I should say. Especially since I'm trying to capture it at 120 frames instead of 60. So let's go ahead and see how much we can see. What up, Chica? Ooh, I'm gonna wear some pants. Do some crimes. Sidle up.
You and Arnor make a pretty good fire team, hero. Even if you did use my face as a barricade. Now that we got that Imperium disk in hand, we're gonna need more than one hard-headed Praxic to decrypt it. We're gonna need the local crime syndicates. I've got some irons in the fire with Spider for an intro. Fellow miscreants like that only respect two things: money and blood. We'll get you set up on building a reputation for yourself out here on Tharsis, gaining leverage on the local miscreants. But as the 9 weapon, there's something you gotta know first. I know I sold you on this job as a scam on the Imperium, but you heard on that ship what I've known all along. The 9 are backing the Imperium at the top. They surprised me with that junior dredging, but they're pulling his strings too. I've had the same nightmare since Kepler. A vision that runs and smells and tastes on repeat every time I close my eyes. And in my heart, I know the threat. If I don't do it, they hurt her. Back on that ship. Bale knew me as a dredgen. Heard stories of the sad old days and wanted a close-up look. Thought that was all there was to connect us. But there's more. A couple months ago, I had this vision. Didn't know if I was cracking up or what. Because when I came to, I tasted granite, battery acid. And I knew it came from the 9. Today, that same voice spoke through Bale. Never gonna get that taste out of my mouth. Just listen before you judge, all right? They told me.
Attend my exegesis, eschaton is coming. I am informing you of your path because futurity dictates now is when you are informed. Little mannequin of flesh and fear, not made to see your end. The outer perspective widens. We know your binary option. We know the zero you choose. You will relinquish your insupportable burden and know peace. You will join the shadow, raise his tools against what wronged you. Banish the light. Save yourself from forever. Blinded, small thing. Freedom lives in the foreordained. One heart within your body. One without. Chains that bind your fate. Break them. Be free, or the maze door opens needlessly to deep, grieved death.
It's a hell of a message. That's some trick they got there. Well,
Welcome to the new Mars. While the Vanguard was off fighting the good fight, the Syndicates took over. Now the only law on Tharsis is the gun on your hip and the light in your hands. You'll do well here. I don't relish doing business with these leeches, but we need to find out what the Dredgen are after. The only way to do that is by wading into the pond with the scum. Like the Syndicates. And your sleazy friend, Drifter. Keep the Syndicates in your gun sights, and take out their operatives across the system when you can. The more leverage we gain over them, the sooner we'll uncover the Dredgen's long-term plans.
it's a good one too. Alright, I can do this. Berlioz. Oh, what a nice young man. Ghost parts. Continue on with your play. Rummage. Hey. Well, it's cool we get to do the Drifter's Ghost part, because that's like the biggest one I was worried about missing. What the heck is this? That's something else, I think. Alright. Looking for the stove. Looking for the stove. Collection of wares. Collection of goods. Is this it? Insufficient creds? Time to be shady. Next time, baby. Spider, what up, my man? My old friend.
Shall we make a deal?
Welcome to the frontier.
I do enjoy your visit.
Let's welcome ourselves to the frontier. Where'd my drink go? Come here, drink. I need you.
Guardian, this is Honor. Don't respond. This is a one-way channel. Low profile, no bleed. Drifter might actually have a plan. The Imperium is scrambling, cauterizing loose ends on Mars and Venus. The data he stole has a secret that they don't want getting out. It's stored on his ghost, Blue. But it'll take time to decrypt, and tools we don't have. And it's worse. She can't speak. Spider wants to help us. He's willing to give us the ghost parts we need to repair Blue. But he wants us to track a lost courier of his in the lawless frontier in return. Convince Spider that you'll play his game.
Alright, let's check out some new things. They fixed a couple of things, didn't they? They said they changed. Let's do some arcage. Yes. Good enough for now. Alright, where are my geomags? Ooh. We're up in there. That's not too bad. Why not? Pulse hand cannon, some siegage. Let's see what we got here. Let's do an armor stack. Breaking combatant shield, increased weapon stability, handling, reload, maybe later. Sustained kinetic weapon damage, and rapid final blows. Have a chance to generate a unique ammo brick. Collecting this brick will grant ammo to equip kinetic damage weapons, and grant special and heavy ammo progress. Doesn't sound that unique. That sounds good for, like Whisper. Especially since I think didn't they just buff snipers too? Especially the heavies? And stop. Ooh. That's a good one. For Void. We'll get there.
My dear Guardian, I need you. Multiple syndicates are in conflict out here in the Expanse, killing for territory and resources. Very profitable disorder. Hazards come with the spoils, of course. I've lost contact with one of my salvage crews. If you'll track the flare, locate what that crew was carrying, I'll make sure you have the parts to help Drifter's ghost.
So nice of him to always help us out. Lock in. No, only Amanda was around to pilot us.
Apologies for the landing. Your Guardian regeneration is blocked out here on the Tharsis frontier. The Imperium's doing via their beacon tech after you escaped their flagship. I heard from the Drifter. You started a riot to escape the Imperium flagship. Now there are riots with every breath of ether in the Expanse. Behold, the glory of the Syndicate Border Wars.
Not an exaggeration. The Syndicates are the real powers here. carving up territory on the frontier.
These have always been historically pretty awesome weapons, but historically, like it's some ancient thing. You know what I mean? But the problem is their ammo economy always sucked. That other sniper sidearm scout thing, whatever it was, came with the 30th anniversary. That was and is still a great weapon, but you just run out of ammo so quick. Oh, time to do crimes. Seemed like it. Charge melee. Why wouldn't it work?
Don't worry about taking a few of them apart. If anything, they'll be impressed with your gunplay. Only way to get respect out here.
Gotta do crimes. I gotta check out the new rift. Definitely bigger.
signs of my salvage kindle. The flare is still active up ahead.
Yeah, there's one of them. They're revive tokens.
My filters are showing residue from shock rifle impacts. Pikers took out my crew. Shame there's no Elixir solidarity here on the frontier. But still no sign of the cargo. I can't relinquish these ghost parts without it, Guardian.
Drifter's ghost is heavily modified. She's an amalgam, patched with parts from other dead ghosts. Whatever effects that modification produced makes her unique. We need her back in play.
That's a flute whistle if I've ever heard one. Do crimes. Hit targets.
You found my associate, Varrock. Praise the 7 stars. He can fend for himself. The cargo must be nearby. Ah, Guardian. My heart surges to see you so cherishing of my kinfolk. Do remember to secure the cargo.
Who's this guy? You're very rancorous. A long way from home, too. Mars isn't very high-y. Alright, nothing good.
Neutrality Division wants to know if you have anything to do with the ruckus out here. They're a barren Imperium unit. Closest thing to law enforcement in Narsis. Word on the street is they're in business for themselves.
I'm all about
Just
that.
another
Ruckus.
syndicate wearing Imperium bloomers. I've taken the liberty of installing a robust assault response aboard your junction. For any occasion that requires salvation from on high, but it's a war zone in the expanse, I'll tell you.
Wow, that thing is spicy.
I marked an extraction point on your tracker. Do as my salvage kit did, and signal with an exfiltration plan. Don't worry, I won't fail you like my crew failed me. Just keep that salvage safe.
I'm pulling records on the Barrent Imperium. They must have powerful resources to have total control over Mars and Venus.
Oh, that's right, we got the Vexno cubes. Listen to this. That's how you do crime. Wear pants, make Vexno cubes. I see them anyway. They're somewhere around here. Oh, I think so. Yeah, this one is right here. Right here. The lockboxes are shared across the fire team. After a successful exploitation, exchange crouches over a deposit. A deposit back aboard the hotboxes will be lost or not deposited, or every guard is saved. So I was wrong earlier. I thought maybe if we held on to a bunch of them, it would be like the underwater DLC. Like the more you deposited in that one thing next to failsafe, the better the rewards. Looks like you just lose them if you don't deposit them. It was already strong. I don't think I needed an upgrade. Guardians in the Sea.
Are into the syndicates. Outstanding. Without the Vanguard's help, we'll need assets wherever we can find them. Good work, Guardian.
By all 7 stars, the expanse is flooded with transmissions. Drifter's ghost has a line on Vale. Totality Division has spotted the false weapon, and Dredgen hopes flock in Tharsis. Lord Bale, unleash me. I long to show them what an Eclipse-powered cuirass can do. Leave that to 6 and Nightfall Station. I need you overseeing the station's completion. Deploy your legions. Sounds like the Imperium's looking for you. Oh, the intimate conversations you slither into out here. Oh, wishing you many happy returns, Renegade.
Salvage. So I guess I was wrong. I said originally that at the beginning of this, but I have to go back and we couldn't do the first intro to, the new activity or do the quest for, Drifter's Ghost. Most of the time you can't redo those kind of things. Like it just, as soon as you load back in on a secondary character, once you do the main intro quest, or main intro mission, you're kind of caught up. So that's kind of cool. You might have missed something in Hellas Fortitude here on Mars. Thank you kindly for your business. I might have. Biker. Alright, a-hole.
Here for a favor.
Could use a scrubbing.
Happy hunting out there.
Drifter's Ghost. Sidle up.
Did it work?
You doorknob! You lousy, awful, stupid, waste of light, bottom-feeding leech!
Hello to you too.
Are you disloyal, coin-flipping, ghost-ditching, scraggly beard two-timer? If you had a mom, she wouldn't call you! Oh, and the only time you're sincere is when you ask him for money! And your headband makes you look like a line cook!
Guardian, thank you for fixing my ghost. This is Blue. Named her because of that sunny personality.
Bite me! I need to talk to the Guardian. With my voice. That was healing. Drifter and I have a complicated relationship. Scratch that, it's not complicated. He's a flake. No, worse than a flake. He's a scoundrel. That data he stole wasn't any old data. It was plans for a super weapon. Nightfall Station. No idea on its payload. Drifter's sure the Imperium's connected to the Nine. And I think he's right. This tech, it's impossible. And that vision he showed you, it has him shook. Me too. Now he's shut away from me, from Ido, from Arnold, which I get. And Eris. One person he let in. Watch him. I gave up my voice to save the Drifter once. I'm through keeping my mouth shut.
Yeah, those are the recordings, like I said, I listened to during that glitch where I thought it was still recording, so. Let's go see what little Spidey wants. And then I'll go switch characters. And maybe we can be back like it never even happened.
What can a simple operator like me do for the hero of the Vanguard? I do enjoy your visit.
With Billix, eh? I think he is below us. It's my jam. Peekaboo. Hungover again, eh? The Grimes. The Oryx. not scared you're about to crash. You're not going fast. So I think the Venus cache one is where, or actually is what I finished when I finally realized I wasn't recording anymore. Even though it said I was, but whatever. Whatever. So we will go ahead and do that. Conform.
Six didn't mince words. Someone will die if I don't follow what fate laid out for me. I gotta assume it's you. Can't lose you again.
Man, that keeps happening. Every time I go, there's like these little chit-chat things that getting cut short. I hope it's
Now
not
that
like...
Blue's tinkered up, she's going whole hog on that Imperium data. Encryption's a pile, though. It's gonna take time. Dig?
We will reveal the conspiracy surrounding the Imperium and the Nine. This Bale. Did you know him?
Not personally, but the dredgings, that's my baggage. I'll clean it up. First we gotta make good on our deal with the Pikers.
But yeah, anyway, like I said, I keep getting these little snippets of like, almost like it's a cutscene, but it doesn't show anything. It sounds like lore-wise it'd be important, but then it just gets cut short as soon as I go out of orbit.
Ops ain't been cleared on Venus since it popped back into Sol. Legal ones, anyway. Guess they still aren't.
The Vanguard may admonish us, but they understand the necessity of our actions. They won't interfere. Do you trust these Pikers?
Hell no. But if it gets us what we need to move one step ahead of the Imperium, of the Nine, I'll roll those dice.
Let's give it a whirl, see what that's all about. Pew, 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 pew.
Your Vex target shouldn't be far. The Tharsis Reformation are the Conductor's cohort, no?
Yeah. Dropped out of her control. Traded in that cozy collective for slick threads. Their boss owes me. In cards, among other things.
Burp, burp, burp. Ah, you got stuck in the branch too. Hey! Do crimes? like some chesticle goodness. So this is Venus, aka Ripoff Dagobah. You know, it's funny, once they made this, and you just see how well things mash together, you really see how much Star Wars has influenced Destiny, like, as in like, a whole. Even though, of course, things are made to look like Star Wars now, but it happened so easily with just a few tweaks. Give me them creds. Man, I'm just loading up. That was quick. Crabs. Two crabs. Fast animation. Bounty, bounty, bounty.
Blue Jeans. He's the one doing the crimes.
Guardian, your quarry flees. Pursue it.
Back on target, hero. Let's push. We don't have time to waste.
obsession drive you into a trap. What the Nine say is not absolute. You needn't worry.
Maybe this is what the prophecy meant by buying the Nine. Gods don't tend to like being tied down. Maybe 3's expecting us to slug it out with the Imperium to prevent extinction.
What the Nine present to us is only the surface. There is a deeper truth to uncover. Give me time. Patience.
Need it. I need it. Yeah, I still got a fan. I still got a pants. I still have to battle with the pants guy. I hear something that... quick enough or something? Wait, can I do it? Well, that doesn't work. I'm trying to destroy the optional gem. Something went awry. I didn't kill something quick enough, or bugged out. I heard that song like once, twice maybe. I can't get it out of my head. I don't even know what she says half the time. I don't even know what got the Japanese. Hi. Hi. What you didn't. Is it gone? Yeah, that's gone.
They're just in our way. The real fight's with the Imperium.
Something for us to look forward to.
Oh, hello.
Spider. Our weapon's ready for a planet-side pickup. Send out that hawk. Whoa. Pick that up on the Vanguard sense. Some kind of high-yield energy emission.
Something near Mars, but away from orbit. Their signature is of the Nine.
Off the floor. That's what I hate on doing solo. You can't stay in there and shoot stuff. Those are usually much quicker, but since it's kind of like the start of these things, I like to explore around a bit and just kind of take my time, see what's what, collect things.
Listen, if it comes down to it, I store the Imperium's data. It's me, Bale, once. If we got our backs to a wall, just let me play my hand.
You will not have your back to a wall, because it will be to mine and the Guardians.
You don't know what the Nine can take from us, Eris. I've felt it, and I've seen it. They'll rip the years away until we got nothing.
Whatever they reach out to take, we will hold fast together. Trust.
Trust. Let's try some. Triomphe.
Communion attempt.
There it is
Number
again.
34. I begin. I hold the ritual space. Tithe my offering to the celestial bodies of soul. Formless bodies, take refuge in my limbs. Poetry bled from the ache of dark matter. Grant speech with my offering. Grant speech with my offering. You may speak now. I offer physicality. I offer warmth. I offer taste. I offer glimmer. I offer tithes. I mastered the hive. I am not supplicating myself to a stranger in order to communicate. I do not need an emissary. Why do you refuse me? Communion attempt number 35. I begin.
All right, so that'll do it for this part. Sorry once again about the terrible start to all of this. I had to go back and re-record everything that I thought I was recording to begin with, and then I had to splice a bunch of things together, and we still didn't get to see everything like it was the first time through, which kind of sucks. But in any case, I did what I could, put this together, and now this is going to be the end of part 1. In part 2, we will pick back up on the original campaign, and from that point forward, I still haven't seen the rest of it. So we'll go ahead and do that from that point forward. Anyways, thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys next time in part numero dos. Later, y'all.